So what's up, guys? So today this is another video, so welcome. Bad start to the video. I know that was weird and awkward, but I'm really not in the mood, to be honest, to feel all lighthearted, because I just got done thinking of ideas and what to talk about for this video. And of course, it's for, what the video is about, and it's Stranger Things Season 5. Now, as I said before, didn't mind the first 3 seasons, or at least season 3 used to be my favorite. Don't really like it anymore, because that's when I noticed the show's kind of started to become a parody of itself. And whatever. And it's funny because people are finally now waking up and realizing what the show is, who the Duffer Brothers are, how their talent was for the most part, how for the first 2-3 seasons they ripped off other 80s stuff and called it theirs. Oh, it's an homage, whatever. No, it's literally their whole freaking story. It's all ripped off of 80s movies, and that's the thing. That's the whole point. The whole show now has become a parody of the 80s itself. Just now, let's make a show about the 80s, In season 4, I'll admit, at least they kind of did that too. And it's like, at least that was Stranger Things thing. No, not in season 5 though. Season 5, they decided it was a good idea to ruin all of it and make it even worse somehow. Because I remember in 2022, I told people my opinions on it. I didn't like it. I also noticed season 2 and 3 and 4 was when everybody became Stranger Things fans. And that's fine. You can be a fan of it, but as I said before, it's a show about nerds and nerd stuff, but it's not for nerds. Because I'll tell you this, the show isn't creepy, it's not scary, it's not interesting, it's not creative. Oh no. You know what people rather care about? They rather care about the stuff that's not important to the show whatsoever, like shipping characters. Yeah, that makes a lot of freaking sense. This fan base is hell in a handbasket. I'm not a fan of the fan base itself. I'll be honest, the fan base ruined the show for me. Season 4, I was critical of it to begin with too. I wasn't a fan of season 4. And I was gonna watch season 5 and be like, I predicted years ago when season 4 came out that season 5 wouldn't be good. I already told everybody. Season 3 even, I tried to tell them. Season 3 led the show to a dead end. Because where do you go from there? Obviously, Hopper's alive. I knew the show was not going to be good at season 3 when it came out. After season 3. Even then, looking back now, season 3 is not that good anymore. I used to love it a lot. I don't like it that much anymore. I tolerate it. It's okay, actually. It's okay. I don't love it as much as I used to. I don't think it's as good as it is anymore, because it's literally just, let's take every trope and everything from the 80s and put it in the show. And now it's a parody. They sing the never freaking ending story. They go in there and watch Back to the Future. They have the Back to the Future music. Thanks for reminding me of a better movie I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch Back to the Future 3, my favorite Back to the Future, than any of Stranger Things. I'd rather watch that. I know they reference Back to the Future 1, but that's my point. I would rather think of one of the sequels to a movie they use in their show. Every character's goofy now. Since then, they play. That's the thing. We're gonna have every other scene play 80s music. Okay, whatever happened to their original soundtrack they used to have a lot, because I know the show would only have 80s music when it was necessary to fill a scene. Oh no, now it's every other scene, even in season 5 and season 4, and it's obnoxious. It makes it so much less serious. They don't understand tone. They can't write. And that's the thing. People eat it up. Oh, you know why? Because they like the characters. They like to ship characters. Because that's the thing I said before. And if I said it once, I'll say it again. I'll say it a billion times. The show isn't for people. It's not for people who enjoy the 80s. No, it's for people who want to use it as an aesthetic or to be different. Everybody who likes Stranger Things likes it because they're trying to be different. But you know what's funny? Everybody's a fan of the stupid show now. And so if everybody likes something, you're not different from everybody else. You're not quirky. You're not unique because you have a freaking Eddie Munson Hellfire Club shirt. No, you're not unique. And that's the thing. The show used to be like a nostalgia thing. What is it now? People care about the stupid shippings of characters, which is ridiculous. Violet, really? In a million years, y'all thought that would happen? Funny. Not that I have anything against the idea of that. It's just, really? You think after 4 seasons, Mike liking 11 or loving 11, you thought that was just going to change and he was going to just love Will like that? Really? Okay. That's funny. It's just a show. And call me pretentious, call me trying to be different, or just literally just trying to hate for no reason to be different. I don't care. I'm not. I don't care. I know I don't like the show. And I think it gets too much praise. And I think it's funny how all of a sudden now everybody's deciding to hate on it and think, oh, whatever. Like everybody's decided collectively not to like the show anymore or not to like the ending. Really? That's the thing. It is a show. It's turned into a show for sheep. It is a sheep show, as I like to call it. Now, all other stuff sheep shows are too. Sheep movies. You wanna know what sheep movies are? Sheep movies are the Star Wars franchise. I love Star Wars, but now Disney Star Wars owns it, so it's a sheep franchise. There's Marvel. That's a sheep franchise as well. It means everybody can be gathered with a stick or gathered with whatever, hay, whatever sheep like. And they follow it mindlessly in a group of sheep because they are mindless. And that's what Stranger Things fans are. It is a show for sheep. That's what Marvel is. Marvel, people questionably consume it. They don't question. No, they unquestionably consume it. They don't care. They don't question what they're watching, whether or not it's good. It's ridiculous. But no, everybody now all of a sudden is deciding, oh, well maybe it's not as good. Really? I've been trying to say that for what, 3 years now? 4 years almost? This is nothing new to me. I liked the show when I was in 5th and 6th grade, and a little bit of 4th. Because I wasn't too old actually when the show came out, so that was around the age I was. That was the age though I was at when I was a fan of the show. You know, it's funny because the show needs older 80s stuff for it to succeed too. That's the thing. I know the show's not good, and people finally realize it. Because this is what the show needs to thrive. It needs other 80s stuff to copy off. Because that's the thing. You look at the stuff at Target or whatever, the toys they sell. Yeah, look at that. All the toys they're selling, it's like Stranger Things He-Man hybrid stuff. And I think He-Man's cool. I think the designs are cool with the Stranger Things things. Don't get me wrong. But that's my point. It's that they need an older 80s thing to try to make Stranger Things succeed. And also, the other thing that helps it succeed is supposedly the characters. But you know what? What shall I say? Maybe 2 characters. Oh, look, I like Steve. I like Dustin. You're not original, dude. Like, yeah, I get people can like a character. I don't care. He's my favorite character too. He's everybody's freaking favorite character. Then we have every other character too. Everybody's trying to ship with random people, and you're trying to ship, and that's the whole selling point of the show now. It's like, oh, I like it because I like Steve. I don't want Steve to die. Okay. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Is your day going to be ruined when Steve dies, which he didn't, spoiler alert, because no one freaking died in the show, in the season 5. Nobody died. You compare that season to season 2 or season 1, where it kind of felt like it had stakes. Bob Newby dies, and that part's sad in season 2. There's nothing like that in season 5. At least Eddie died in season 4. He was somewhat of he was a character people liked, and I saw people like, oh my gosh, is Eddie gonna return for season 5? Are you hearing yourself? Y'all sound like a bunch of lunatics. Are you hearing yourself? Is Eddie gonna return? No, you saw him die. That's the thing. I'm tired of being lectured from people who don't enjoy movies on what's good and what's not. I'm tired of being lectured. Same thing with the stupid Harry Potter stuff. Y'all are fans of the books. Stick to the book. Stop telling me why we need a remake or a readaptation. I'm tired of hearing it. There's the same stupid stuff about Stranger Things. Stop telling me what's good and bad. You're not a fan of movies because all you care about is shipping characters and the fact that it has older 80s nostalgia, which chances are 80% you weren't even a part of because you weren't around during that time, probably. Because I'm not seeing a bunch of 40, 50-year-old dads watching Stranger Things. Now, I know my dad watched it because we watched it as a family. He's not, I don't see that dude watching Stranger Things, though, like that. Because you know what? He likes 80s stuff. So he's going to watch stuff actually from the 80s. And it's not even that. He likes stuff in general, like movies in general. Same with me. That's the thing, too. As I said before, people latch on to this whole 80s aesthetic. Everybody's obsessed with, like, oh, kids riding their bikes or blah, blah, blah. Hey, Duffer Brothers, first of all, y'all weren't even around during the time y'all were making that Stranger Things take place. Y'all were little kids, or y'all were even, babies maybe? Y'all weren't even around during it. Y'all weren't even born in the 70s. Y'all were born in like 83 or 84. So what do y'all know? Y'all are phonies. Here, heck, I could sit around and make a show or movie about the 80s. Does that mean it's going to be accurate? No, because I wasn't. Yeah, I could ask my dad how it was, but I wasn't around during the 80s. All the inspirations or from Spielberg and Stephen King, probably. Because we're going to rip off the Goonies, we're going to rip off E.T., we're going to rip off Poltergeist, we're going to rip off It, we're going to rip off The Shining. All that other... Oh, Aliens, all that stuff. Jaws, Jurassic Park. Like, seriously? Y'all aren't creative, and that's the thing. All these things that's referenced from the show or ripped off from the show, you don't see anybody have a fan base like that over it. Really, is there a big Jaws fan base these days, or an E.T. fan base, or a Goonies fan base? I know there is. I'm not necessarily, I'd say, a part of it, because I'm not a part of a fan base. I'm a Jurassic Park fan, I'm stuff like that, but I'm not actively... Oh, let's hear what blah, blah, blah. Let's think about all this stuff. No. So, I guess in that term, the fan base, no, I'm not like that. But here's my thing again. Stranger Things fans, what do you like? That's the thing. Why are you interested in Stranger Things? Do you like the creatures? Are the creatures, do they look cool to you? I'm confused. Do you get freaked out by the show? Is the story interesting? Season 1 story and season 2, I'd say, is because there's like CIA stuff. But is that all interesting to you? Do you... Like, I don't know. Is season 3 and 4 and 5 interesting to you? Like, do you get what's going on? That's the thing. Everything in season 5, and this has also happened like since the start of season 2, they have to get an inanimate object and say either this is 11 or this is the upside down or this is Vecna. They're like, oh my god, It's like over-explaining all this nonsense. It's like, this is Hawkins, this is the Upside Down, this is and we're gonna, like, it's cringeworthy. I cringe every time that happens. They do it like 5 times in one episode, I'm pretty sure. It's like, y'all are acting like y'all are explaining this to 5-year-olds. Y'all might as well be. Like, jeez Louise. You don't see this in, Poltergeist. I mean, in a way, yeah, you kind of do. Like, they do explain whatever, like how, like the dimension and stuff, but they do it in a way where it has emotion and it feels meaningful. It doesn't feel like exposition. It feels meaningful and important. When Tangine is talking about how Carol Ann got kidnapped by the ghosts, or how they're gonna have to go get her, and how this house has many parts, or the closet stuff, and it's like, I don't know what was strong enough to punch a hole into this world. That part, oh my gosh, it's awesome. What does this have? All right, this is Vecna. This is we're gonna use some visual explanations for our audience too, like for 5 years old. And I'm a visual guy. I'm a visual learner. I like visual explanations. But this feels like it's insulting to the audience. Who is this for? Actual 5-year-olds? Like, jeez Louise. There's really no point in talking about the Will thing. Actually, I'll talk about it, because I'm not trying to get into politics and stuff, because once again, I don't think it belongs in movies. I don't care that he's gay. Awesome. But I have 2 questions. Why did he announce it to everybody right when the world was about to end, and right when he needed to do everything he needed to do? Why did it take 20 minutes to do so? Can y'all explain that to me? Why did everybody have such corny dialogue in that scene? Robin's was the way to do it. That was a good scene in season 3. And good as in, that's relative. I'd say for Stranger Things. That's more how it should be done. No one dies. Not a soul. Yeah, landed the plane. The Duffer Brothers did. Said David Harbour, yeah. Bull crap. They crashed it. Because you're gonna tell me the finale episode, which was, what? It was freaking, 2 hours long? You're gonna tell me the finale episode, we're gonna have the first, 30 minutes be about fighting Vecna? By the way, tangent, I'm tired of hearing the stupid name Vecna. Or Henry, or Mr. What's-It, is the goofiest names. It's not creepy. Vecna? Really? Like, geez Louise. Just ripping off every single Dungeons and Dragons characters. And Vecna is not an intimidating or cool sounding name. It sounds lame. And if I hear Vecna one more time, well, okay, I can't because the show's already over. Whatever. They say it 1,000 times per episode. Once again, I'm going to bring up Poltergeist, because Poltergeist knows how to give suspense to characters. And the villains, they leave the beast mysterious. You don't hear them say the beast a billion times. They just call it the beast. Maybe, I don't know, not that many times. But they give it suspense. They're acting like Vecna's just like, okay, I'm gonna go see Vecna. Or they're acting like he's freaking Count Dooku or General Grievous in Clone Wars or in Star Wars. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have to go and counter Vecna like we always do, What? That was one of my problems with the prequels, actually, or Clone Wars. How just so nonchalant they are about these villains. Like, Darth Vader had an aura. The Mind Flayer had an aura to it. And I'm glad they brought it back, the Mind Flayer, because That's what I think the show is missing. Is I try to tell everybody, or I ask people, why is the Mind Flayer gone? Why is this so-called Vecna here all of a sudden? What happened to the Mind Flayer? I miss the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer was cool. It was interesting. It was mysterious. You didn't know much about it, or you didn't know much about what it was trying to... I mean, yeah, they do say it was like trying to be the master race, like the Germans, as Steve says. But it was... I don't know. It was cool, at least. Vecna is lame. Just as lame as its death. Yeah, getting your head chopped off, really? Is that really how it could have been this whole time? Just chop off his head? Just kill the Mind Flayer like that? That's the thing, I'm having trouble remembering this forgettable story. This forgettable show. I haven't seen Poltergeist in a longer time than I saw Stranger Things. Or it, which I'm not the biggest fan of, actually. Or The Shining. I like The Shining. All the things it's based off, E.T. And yeah, I've seen them a lot. But I saw Stranger Things more recently than all of those. Yeah, I remember those a lot better. Oh yeah, not to mention, you'd think at this point I remember it because everywhere on social media is trying to shove down your throat all these memes and stuff. And the memes, they're obnoxious. Like, some of them are funny, I'll admit. They're obnoxious. It's all stuff I've been saying since I was 16 or 15, however old I was. And now people are coming to that conclusion. Like, geez, good job. You finally somewhat realized that you're this into something and realize it came to an end, and not an end that was satisfactory for you. That's why being a part of a fandom sounds like one of the worst things ever. Loving a show or a movie series and then it just ends, and then it's not how you wanted it to end. Oh no, but no, they're gonna make other spin-offs, and then it'll keep going forever and ever and ever, and I'll always be happy. And I'll keep watching until I die. It sounds like such a fun life. It's sickening. It's disappointing. Because keep in mind, these are young adults and adults complaining about a show. Isn't that sad? There's life all around you, life worth living, yet you make reels, or you make, I'm making a video about Stranger Things. But you make all these videos, these sad videos about, oh, I really hope this happens, or I really didn't. Or I'm gonna make these me and Joe Curie, Steve AI edits of me and him together. We'll live happily ever after. Like, what? I've seen those. Some chick, AI Steve and her taking a selfie. I was like, oh my gosh. Ugh. It's like, why is the whole fan base at this point now teenage girls? I'm not saying teenage girls can't like scary horror stuff, but why is all teenage... This is like Beatles fans, like teenage girls Beatles fans in the 60s. Y'all get the comparison? It's like teenage Beatles. It's like teenage girls who were fans of the Beatles back in the day. Clearly they liked their music somewhat, but a lot of them thought they were so cute or whatever. Literally what this show is, dude. Oh, I want Byler to be a thing. Oh, I don't want Steve to die or Dustin to die. I'm gonna be so sad. My whole life's gonna be ruined. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Well then, there's a lot coming for you in the future. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna life is gonna just get that much worse when you're older, I'm thankful that everything I'm a fan of, it's already ended. Except Jurassic Park, except they're still making movies. I already told y'all, I hate Rebirth. I think Jurassic World Rebirth was awful. Terrible direction of the franchise. I don't like even Dominion for that matter. I don't even like Fallen Kingdom that much. I'm a fan of the first 3 movies. Well, first 4 movies. And even then, the second one, Lost World, it's okay. I like the Michael Crichton books. I like some of the video games. I don't like the new stuff. I checked out. Same thing with Star Wars. I like the first 6 Star Wars movies. Like some of the video games. Never was a Clone Wars fan. You know what I've done? I checked out. Because Disney is making not quality stuff. It's the same thing with Stranger Things. I checked out of Stranger Things a long time ago. It's a sheep show, just like Star Wars is a sheep franchise now. And I'm not saying cheap, I'm saying sheep. SHEEP, like the animal. Bad. Can't wait to get our master to go gather us, me and my other sheep friends, and we can go watch Stranger Things. Bad. That's what you are. George Orwell's Animal Farm, or like Pink Floyd's Animals. That's what you are. I'm not saying you can like Stranger. I'm not calling you. That sounds like I'm trying to be a jerk. I'm not. I'm saying a lot of people don't think critically about this show, or a lot of people don't think critically about Star Wars. A lot of people don't think critically about Marvel. And that's kind of what Jurassic World's become, or Jurassic Park. You know? So far, it's so far in another direction of what it used to be. It's unrecognizable from what it used to be. But you know what? People are loyal to it because they don't question a thing, and that's the problem. Good luck making it in the real world, folks. There's not much else to say, really. I mean, everything's been said, really, about season 5. I mean, there's so much to say about it, but at the same time, people have said what they need to say. I've said what I needed to say for the most part. This is more about the fandom, really, in response to season 5. My response to you is, you should have known better. Because you tried telling me in season 4 when it came out, either it's not for you, or you're wrong, it's going to answer your questions in season 5, or it's going to be good again, or whatever. Y'all tried to say I was wrong, and I'm not saying all the audience, I'm saying people. People tried to tell me that I was wrong about this. Once again, I'm tired of people who aren't movie fans. They're fans of IPs telling me how to like the stuff I like, or telling me that I shouldn't dislike the stuff I dislike. Well, screw you. Same thing with Star Wars, you know. I'm not just a complainer for the sake of complaining. I complain about this stuff because I don't know. I'm just trying to get my point across. Once again, if you like the show, that's fine. But my point is you gotta think critically. That's my message. It's not to complain about everything. The message is think critically about what you consume. You have to. I think some people woke up this time, but I tried to tell them a long time ago. And I tried to be the voice of reason many years ago when season 4 came out, and even season 3. I was trying to be the voice of reason. No one listened to me though. And that's fine. But, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do. Be critical though in the future. Don't watch whatever just because you're a fan of the IP. Be critical. Like it because you like it, not because it's something. That's the same thing about music. Don't like music because it's niche or because it's whoever. I like Pink Floyd because I love Pink Floyd. And I love pretty much all Pink Floyd, and people will be like, oh, you just like all of it, even the Gilmore stuff, because it says Pink Floyd. No, I like it. I love it because it resonates with me, and I think it's awesome. And I just love listening to it. And yeah, you can say that about Stranger Things, whatever, I don't care. All I'm saying, I think it's mighty funny how everybody decided to wake up and wake up one day and realize it all sucks, or season 5 sucks. Yeah, well, it's whatever. So yeah, that's my rant on season 5, Stranger Things. I think I'm gonna do some Star Wars stuff coming up in the future. So if you're interested in Star Wars, stay tuned. This will probably be my last on Stranger Things because I don't have much more to talk about with Stranger Things. Unless the Stranger Things, unless this video and my first Stranger Things video does better, I'll upload more Stranger Things videos. But so far, it sounds like y'all enjoy the HBO Harry Potter show. So, thanks. Thanks for watching. Truly. I forgot to say that. That sounded like I was being sarcastic. Truly. For those who have been watching the HBO Harry Potter show, really appreciate it. Well, the HBO Harry Potter video I made, not the show itself, because it hasn't come out, so I wouldn't recommend watching it. Thanks for watching that video. If you haven't checked it out and you're watching this video, definitely go check it out. Because it's only 60 views, but that's a lot for me. I've never had 60 views on a video before. Also, because the other 2 subscribers, I have 2 subscribers pretty much. Well, 3, but 2 of them are my friends. Because I pretty much wanted to start fresh. But for that 3rd subscriber, the first actual subscriber I got, whoever subscribed, that one, it really means a lot. I know it's not a lot, it's literally just a subscriber, a real subscriber, but I really appreciate it. So, once again, it's only one, but believe it or not, it is encouraging that to hear or see that people would be interested in what I have to say. Whether or not that's one person, whether or not that's 1,000 people, I do appreciate it. So just, if you want, I know my other videos I haven't really said, hit the subscribe button. Really just do it if you want. I'm not going to force you, but if you like it, I appreciate it. Even then, just, if you like my videos, you can subscribe if you want. But once again, I really appreciate anybody's support. In the comment section, just, please try to keep things nice. Somebody actually my Harry Potter video, I wanted to remove it. I responded to them, but they never responded back, so I kind of just removed it. But it'd just be nice, clearly whoever it was, bless them, but they didn't watch the video clearly, and they were calling me bad stuff, saying I was being racist and transphobic because of the Harry Potter video, talking about Snape and how I don't think the actor was the best choice, especially when they're trying to be book accurate. Once again, they said I was hating on the actor. Nothing against the actor. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he could do a spectacular job as a different character. But once again, just keep things nice. And if you do have a problem about something I say or something in the video, just let me know. I'd be glad to talk to you about it. Just please try to avoid calling me names or saying stuff that's a bit disrespectful without any evidence to back it up, or just kind of doing it just to be funny. I don't really appreciate it, and I know it's only been one person because no one comments on my videos, but yeah, just please be nice. Thank you. All right, have a good one.